Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the GameCast NewsCast. I am Snowy, otherwise known as Count Fracula. Joining me, not as always, is Sully.
Hello.
And we also have his newscast virginity being broken here. We have Alex.
Hello.
Please stop making those noises.
Right in my ear.
Yes. Yeah. We don't have Max this week because he's a dick.
Fuck him.
I think it's actually E3 related, right?
I think he's getting ready for E3 or getting work stuff done before
that
E3.
Lucky bastard.
I know, he gets to go to E3. I just
2
get
years
to
in a row.
cover it. Bastard. Anyway, yes, so that's that. That's who we have with us. And
Very good compromise.
well, it depends on who you're talking to, I suppose.
That's true.
Right. So, instead of Max, let's go with Sully. What have you been playing this week?
Oh, that's lucky because I just started playing a game. I think it was last night or the night before. Mario Rabbids Battlegrounds. Pretty good.
Yes.
I'm actually really enjoying it. Yeah, I finally
Has
picked
it
up my
got a
Switch again.
subtitle in Australia?
A subtitle? Yeah, Battlegrounds. Is that not present on other copies?
Rabbids.
I don't actually know
Oh, sorry. I think it is called Kingdom Battlegrounds. I think it's just Battlegrounds.
Yeah, it's called Kingdom Battle over here.
Oh. I don't know. I might be tripping balls. It could be that. I'm probably just misremembering. Anywho, it's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. It's turn-based strategy. So I went into this game with no expectations, or I had no understanding of what it was. I thought it was probably going to be some kind of, I don't know, Pikmin style or side-scrolling Rayman game or something weird like that. I had no idea. Like, this game just came with my system. And I kind of burned out on Mario Odyssey because it's a heap of shit. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa there.
No, I'm trying to
fuck down there.
I'm trying to razz the internet. It's serviceable.
Do you have to do it every time you come on here instead of on Pocket Edition?
And we wonder why you always get downvoted.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Oh, I noticed. I did an announcement for the Twitch thing for
You got a
E3
downvote
the other day.
No.
I got a dislike on it. Yeah. You're streaming for E3. Fuck you.
Fuck off. Yeah, free up the internet's bandwidth for everyone else, you dick.
Yeah, that's how it works.
It's probably one of us just razzing you.
Maybe. Anyway.
But anyway, so I popped this game in. I had no idea what to expect, other than Max telling me when I visited him earlier in the year that it was really good. So I'm like, all right, I'll give it a go. Because my Switch has kind of been sitting idle since I've just kind of gotten over the Mario Odyssey craze. Put it in, and it's really nice. It's really cute. Typical Nintendo style. It opened with like a freaking 10-minute cutscene.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, but it was really cute, really well done. The game overall is a lot of fun, and it's a turn-based strategy in the same sense of what an XCOM game would be. So yeah, I'm hoping it. At the moment, it's kind of easy and pretty basic, but they're really drip feeding me like all the abilities, weapons, and move sets and all that kind of stuff. So
I've played about 8 hours of it. Yeah, it scales up quite nicely.
Okay, so that's what I'm hoping.
Once you start getting the regular sort of big bruiser enemies, then it can start getting a bit tricky.
Okay. So I've not seen any of that yet. So I've probably played only maybe 3 hours so far. I think I'm just up to World 2.
Yeah, okay. So it's going to start scaling up a bit now, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but that's what I've been playing. It's it's a lot of fun.
Nice.
Good. Alex, what have you been playing this week?
Well, I am too poor to buy any new games, so I've been playing
feeling!
I've been playing this Pokemon fan game called Pokemon Sage, and it's really well done. It's kind of in the style of like Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, and it's like I've been getting really into it. I was supposed to just kind of showcase it on my channel, but instead I ended up recording 12 episodes so far. And it's got like all new Pokemon and like a whole new storyline and like its own unique music. It's really, really cool. Other
I'm also
than
going to
that,
point out it's got its own Wikipedia article.
oh. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Other than that, I've been doing a challenge run on Breath of the Wild because, I mean, what else am I going to do? I really don't have that many Switch games.
What does a challenge run entail, though?
I'm doing the Eventide challenge. So at every, not the Eventide quest, it's called the Eventide challenge. And at every new tower, I have to drop all my shit. And it's like you start completely over with no weapons, no items, no anything in every new area.
I think I'd rather cry.
It's fun. It's fun. I spend most of the time naked without a bow and arrow. So yeah.
So like normal life, real life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I don't know if you've heard that's how it is in America. Like
Yeah,
just
nice,
in
man.
the
Yeah, I've been
streets.
there. I've seen naked people with bows.
But yeah, that's what I've been up to.
Great. And since neither of you decided to direct the question back at me,
I was going to, but you know,
Oh,
not anymore.
Shit.
Count, what have you been playing?
smooth. I'm not going to edit that. Oh dear. Right, I have been playing the first 3 or so, roughly, hours of God of War for the PS4.
Ooh.
Yes, because I got my
that
Pro
moaning
last
again, goddammit.
week. It finally arrived. Yes, it
Is
got
it
my
good?
Pro. It arrived. It's good. Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Are you enjoying the system as a whole, that Pro? I mean, I know you haven't got much to compare it to being the base model PS4, but is it checking all your boxes so far?
Definitely checking all my boxes. I also got Crash with it.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Nice.
Found out that the HDMI cable that they supply doesn't like my HDMI switcher, so I had to unplug the Steam Link from the back of the telly to put it in.
Oh, interesting. That's odd.
Yeah, whatever. Everything else likes the switcher, but apparently not the PS4, so
Might be
what the fuck ever.
Is it maybe HDMI? I know they're numbered or something, like HDMI 3 or something, opposed to 2. Maybe it's
I
not
didn't
compatible.
know that
maybe
was a thing.
Yeah, there's
Anyway.
different levels of HDMI. It's really bizarre. They have different bandwidths
All right.
for pushing
didn't
data.
even know
I
that.
think. Yeah. I could be completely botching the numbering system, but there are different versions of HDMI, and there have been compatibility issues with certain devices not.
Well,
accepting.
that may be it, but
Yeah.
the one that's
Weird.
the plugged directly into the TV, it's completely fine. So anyway,
Okay.
but yeah, what I quite like with God of War, it asks you at the start, when you start up the game, it's going, do you want to play this at 1080p for enhanced performance, or do you want to play it at 4K for the enhanced visuals? Because I don't own a 4K TV, and because I prefer performance, I chose that. And
It's a good feeling, isn't it?
yes, fortunately, it's working quite nicely.
Awesome.
So yeah, I've also been playing Stardew Valley still. I've been playing that for like the last 3 weeks on this.
I still need to play that.
I'm now 57 hours in, and
Whoa.
in,
That sounds
in the
like
game,
me.
Yeah, there's a bunch of things you need to collect for there's like loads of sets of items to collect to make this dilapidated building whole again. It's very sort of like Harvest Movie, and I need one thing now.
I own it on PS4, and it looks like a game that I'd really love because I love those kind of like. I'm like a really OCD organizational person, so building your own farm and laying your own plots.
Oh yeah, that'd
and
be
stuff.
perfect for this kind of thing. Yeah, yeah.
See, I picked it up, but I kind of got over it because I just got bored of running around town trying to find these people or something like that. I'm
It's like one of the things. It's like, introduce yourself to everyone.
Yeah,
It
exactly. I
took
was
me
like,
ages.
fuck
Just like,
this, I'm done.
No, you don't have to do any of those sort of weird objectives that it gives you, like
Okay.
that.
I might
you
have to
can
give it another
literally
go.
just start. Yeah, give it another go because it's once you get past like the intro and you start upgrading things and everything, it's really good. My farm is now quite huge.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. I need one thing for the last bundle to complete that fucking town hall bullshit.
Wow.
And because there's a soft ending at the end of year 3, because it's based on like your grandpa's died and given you this thing. It's like, I'll return at the end of the second year or something. So like, I'm just over one season away from that soft lock, and I've got that long, I think, to get that last bit. So I'm hoping.
I heard somewhere that there's a new Harvest Moon game coming out, or maybe something that's basically it is a Harvest Moon game.
Same developers. I don't think it's called Harvest Moon. The dragon one, right?
So I'm not sure, but I remember I heard it on an IGN Game Scoop. Must have been a couple of months ago now. I think they were talking about it, and they basically said it's Harvest Moon, but it's specifically Harvest Moon where it's looking at. It wants to be the best of this genre, like the Stardew Valley, the Harvest Moon series, and apparently the early looks they've had at it's the real deal. So maybe we're gonna get like a Stardew Valley competitor or successor. I don't know. Ooh. It's just interesting.
Okay. See, when I Google Harvest Moon, I get the video game, and then the second one is a 19th studio album by Neil Young.
It's probably not called Harvest Moon. It probably is called something else. It's just inspired by that. Yeah,
probably.
Is it Story of Seasons? They were like going to rename it or some shit like that.
Oh, maybe that happened.
It might be Story of Seasons.
Story of Seasons is like it's the original series. Like it's a sort of spin-off, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I thought that they were renaming
Japan as that, and formerly known as Harvest Moon.
Huh.
Is something in production?
That's so confusing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're doing like another.
It says on Wikipedia.
There's like another kind of Harvest Moon game. I think it's by the same developers where like you raise dragons. It's like dragons instead of farm animals. It's super weird.
Cool.
I don't remember what it was called, but that's what I was thinking of.
Guys, do we need a Pokemon one? How cool would that be?
Ooh.
Pokemon Farm. Moon.
Yeah.
That'd be quite cool.
That'd be cool, Right? Just you play Pokemon just from the perspective of just
like
being a normal person.
Or like you own a breeding center or something like that.
Yeah.
Or a daycare kind of thing. That'd be quite cool.
Or even just a farm, but just, with Pokemon. That'd be awesome, right?
Exactly. Well, we'll get into
really
Pokemon
cool.
spin-offs in a bit.
I'm gonna go call Nintendo. Gotta go.
The last thing that I'm going to mention quickly, though, Surviving Mars. It's a game by Paradox, who did City Skylines. It's a city builder set on Mars. It launched like a couple of months ago, and when it launched, I bought it, and it was a fucking mess. Really, genuinely a bit of a mess. Like, I played it, I was like, I'm enjoying this, I don't recommend it, though.
Wow, did it come from Steam?
Yeah, it was on Steam, but yeah, it was a mess. It's also £35.
Oh, I think we spoke about this as well.
I think I have. I know I've spoken to Max about it a couple of times.
Yeah, that's a lot of money for something that's broken.
Yeah, so they tried to fix it. They had like a big Q&A with the fan base and the devs to work out what the customers actually wanted them to fix, and they did a couple of bits, and they've just had a massive update, and they have put a lot of quality of life things in there. They've removed a lot of the bollocks as well.
Oh, good.
They've sorted it out quite nicely. It's a lot better than it was.
Speaking of, just before we jump into account, but speaking of games that I'm absolutely going to revisit after reading the updates and the history of updates is No Man's Sky in July.
Oh yeah, they're doing like a big update, aren't they, in July?
Yeah, I bought that game off the hype train like everybody else. And
oh wow!
Played it for about 5 hours. I knew I was one of those people that was skeptical though. I'm like, well, I'm gonna buy this, and because it looks interesting, and I knew from everything we'd seen it was not going to pan out the way they were promising. So I didn't get burnt at the same level, and I wasn't as butthurt as a lot of other people. But yeah, having watched these updates roll out, and even covering the updates in Sean Murray on my own channel earlier on, I'm really keen to see how this game pulls up after so many updates. It seems like this is another big one they're doing. So I'm hoping we kind of get to that point now with that game that this should have been kind of the starting point for when it was actually released. And everything after this point is just kind of going to be, just more cream on the top, hopefully. So, because it's got multiplayer. They're rolling out multiplayer with this.
Yeah, they're actually adding multiplayer, finally.
Yeah. So, it's interesting. Yeah, I'm really keen to check that out.
Yes. Well, there we go. That, everybody, is what we've been playing this week. And let's move on to the first story of the damn show. There's new Pokemon games coming out. Hooray! Yes.
Don't believe it.
In fact, one of them is already out. Just because. Yes.
Oh, what was it?
It's called Pokemon Quest. It is a free-to-start game on the Switch and soon mobile.
Premium.
Free to start.
Yes, it's very...
I love the word free to start.
I heard free to start and I was like, oh, that's stupid. They're just rebranding free to play. But at the same time, free to start is more honest than free to play.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yes.
It's like a demo where you just get a certain amount of time, play as much as you can, then it's buy
like,
to unlock
hey,
the game, right?
This game's free to start, but you might have to pay later on. It's so much more honest, and I actually like it more than when I first heard it, and I was just like, no, that's fine.
It's very clear.
It is. It's like, hey, you can start this game by not paying anything, but
we're not giving it to you for free, you greedy fuckers.
Anyway, that's come out on. It's on the Switch now. You can go and download it. Not you two. Do it later.
Oh, damn it. Thought I could multitask during the podcast.
No, you're not allowed.
Damn it.
And then
you're not Max.
It's going to come later onto mobile.
Max does that?
It's a really weird looking thing. I've already said I'm gonna play it and maybe review it on GameCast. But at the same time, I don't know if I want to. Now I've played like 5-10 minutes of it. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to.
Throw some salt on it.
Are you not enjoying it? Are you not enjoying it?
I've only played 10 minutes of it, so I can't really say I'm not enjoying it, but I'm wary from what I've played.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you're playing... It's like all the Pokemon are like... They're blocky. They're made out of voxels. It's a really strange art design they've chosen.
I may have seen that then.
Yeah.
So what actually is it like? What is the actual game and the gameplay? Like, it's called what? Pokemon Quest. What do you do?
From what I've played,
yeah,
not much.
Okay. So what's the premise of the game then? Like, I actually haven't read up on any of much of the Pokemon news at all, other than the core stuff that's coming.
So basically, I think you've crashed on this island. You befriend some Pokemon, and you go on quests with those Pokemon to gain resources and to befriend other Pokemon. And it's like you have a party of 3 that go around, and on the quest, it's like quests. I think it goes through in a sort of linear fashion of quests, and you don't directly control the Pokemon. They sort of move towards enemies and things, and each Pokemon has sort of 2 moves that you can tap, and like they'll do it, and then it has a cooldown which like damages the enemies, and I don't know. It's a thing that exists, and I don't know if I enjoy it.
So are you working towards getting off the island, but you're encountering all these issues along the way?
I don't think the plot got that far in explaining it. I'll be honest.
Okay, that's just sounding very shallow.
It feels a bit shallow at the moment. As I say, it might get really good later on, and it might be amazing, but
it's not like a typical turn-based strategy game, though, right? Like
no,
a typical Pokemon.
It's not. It's there's no sort of.
You don't enter a battle mode.
Strategy
in it. You just encounter other Pokemon, and on the same screen, you just kind of knock them or attack them.
Yeah, pretty much to a point.
This is sounding not good.
It sounds like the typical free-to-play, free-to-start kind of game at the moment. And it's like, I think the things that you pay for, I think you can pay for resources, and you can pay for, because each quest costs some energy, and you have 5 energy in a bar, so I think you can buy the energy to keep playing.
Interesting.
But Yeah.
I'll have to check it out sometime.
Yeah. Maybe wait for my
future.
review and then see if it's worth bothering.
Or if it doesn't come, the review, definitely do not pick it up.
If I don't review it, it's really bad. Don't get it. If I do review it, it's either going to be moderately worth playing or quite bad.
I feel like you need to give people a timeline count on this because you don't want them hanging around all year, like going, "Well,
I'm
his
gonna
review
say-
could be coming."
By the end of the month, if I have
Okay.
not reviewed it, just ignore it entirely.
I'm going to ignore it regardless.
I won't. It's Nintendo. I'm gonna be sucking their dick for years. Till I die. I'm so sorry.
Alex
fair-
directly fills their battle chest.
I've been on the Pokemon gravy train since 2003. Constantly. I have, with about 2 exceptions, every single mainline game and side game. All of them. With about 2 exceptions.
Wow. See, I got on with, I think, blue and gold, and then I got off.
I didn't get off.
Was it that exciting?
I loved it. I loved it, but
That was a joke about you getting off. It didn't hit home.
Ah!
that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, good.
You're not supposed to do that with Game Boy cartridges. You're supposed to blow in them.
Oh, I thought you were meant to suck them.
Ah!
Or
Oh, dear. That's the humour level of the newscast.
Do you remember the Switch cartridges, though? How people were, like, tasting them when Nintendo announced that they'd done something to them to stop kids from swallowing them? Everyone's like, let's lick the cartridges.
on a news
They are
for
that
this channel.
bad. They
I think
really
I
are
remember
that
you doing that.
bad.
This was ages ago, wasn't it?
It was like the 5th news video or whatever
Yeah.
that I did.
Yeah, I think I remember
Yeah.
that. That was pretty funny. Is it actually that disgusting?
It really
like
is.
you lick it and it doesn't taste of anything, and then you get like an aftertaste in the back of your
Yep.
throat,
To
and it's
really
horrible.
teach you a lesson.
Yeah, it's not.
I
good.
found out
Nintendo.
that I found out that the Blue
It makes
Yeti
sense though to
cable
get stop
has
children
that on
from
it.
swallowing it.
The thing is, though, if you tasted it after you'd already fucking licked it, they're going to stick it in the mouth and swallow it and then taste it. Should be instant.
Well, that's their own fucking fault then.
Yeah, I know.
Bloody
Natural
children.
selection.
Yeah. It's health and safety gone mad.
Ah, Nintendo.
Anyway, so that's the first thing. That's the thing that's out now. The thing, the other Pokemon thing that's coming out later on this year, I think it's November the 11th. Is a
16th.
Sorry, November the 16th. Thank you. Yes, November
Yep.
the 16th is going to be a hybrid game, which is going to be a remake of Pokemon Yellow that is also a sequel / tie-in / crossover with Pokemon Go. What? Huh?
Don't care about this one either.
It looks interesting
fair.
to me.
Sorry, was this on mobile? Sorry.
No, this
Cam?
one's Switch.
Oh, it
actually.
is. Oh,
Yep.
okay.
And you,
Now I'm
I,
Actually, this one's actually like weird and interesting.
Okay.
I don't think you require Pokemon Go for it though.
You don't
From
need
what I'm seeing.
it, but you can connect it.
So,
Yep.
sorry, what did you say it was a crossover with? Like Pokemon Go kind of crossed with something
Yeah,
else?
the mobile one. It's a
Pokemon
remake
Yellow?
of Pokemon Yellow as well.
Oh, okay. No, I'm interested. Okay. This is where I
Wow.
wish. This is where I kind of wish they, or in a way, I wished they would evolve the Pokemon Go experience.
Haha! Evolve!
Oh.
No, I'm excited to see where this goes because, like, the Pokemon Go, I feel like was a really good kind of proof of concept of what they could do on a portable
Yeah.
system like the Switch.
That's what I also feel like this is. I feel like they're doing a couple of things with this. I feel like they're, one, trying to see if they, like, what things they can get away with changing in
Yeah.
the franchise. But I also think they're trying to appeal to people who just played Pokemon Go and they haven't played any of the core series.
Yep.
And they're trying to
slowly
get
roll
them in and go, hey, this is a bit what a core main game looks like. And then next year, in like late next year when they launch the new core game on the Switch, which I am really fucking excited for whenever that comes out,
Yes.
like people might buy that instead or as well.
Yep, they're going to slowly roll them in, right? They're trying to increase that install
They
base.
are.
Yeah, it's interesting.
The one thing that I am skeptical about with this is the fact that there will be no battling the wild Pokemon. Specifically the wild Pokemon.
In this crossover Pokemon Go-esque one?
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
I don't know why.
That's weird.
It is weird. They've got the whole, like, basically, an encounter with the wild Pokemon is going to work like it does in Pokemon Go, where you tap the Pokemon, because the Pokemon will then pop up on the screen in the room, not just, like, going through the grass to get a random encounter. You'll actually, like, be walking in the world, and you'll see them walking around, and you can go, hey, I want that one. That's quite cool. I like that. That's what you sort of expected it to be at this point, I think. But, so instead of battling the Pokemon, you then get put into a screen that's very much like Pokemon Go, where you have to fling a Pokeball at it.
But you don't battle the Pokemon.
No. I feel like they've missed an opportunity there to have it sort of both ways and go, do you want to battle this Pokemon? Do you want to catch this Pokemon? Or just have like a straightforward system that's like, do you want to battle this Pokemon? If you do, it might be a bit easier to catch.
Yeah, I agree.
Or you could make it faint and get some experience.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I feel like they could have done that and had the whole Pokemon Go thing. They could have had just like, I just want to try and catch this. It might be a bit more difficult, but I'll try it just without using a battle. Or still have the Pokemon Go mechanics once you've weakened it.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's how I'd have done it.
Interesting choice. I'll have to check this game out.
Yeah. As I say, though, I think it's partly to appeal to the people who've just played Pokemon Go.
Yeah, you see, I've just got a couple of points I want to touch on. I feel like obviously the whole appeal with Pokemon Go is it was so accessible, and it's the Pokemon franchise. Like everybody recognizes it. We all do. There's not anyone on the planet that doesn't know Pokemon. Yeah, even if you haven't
played it, you know
everybody
what it is.
knows Pokemon. And I feel like because it was so accessible and it was quite addictive, people jumped on it. But I don't know if that's going to translate in Pokemon Go. People buying Switches for this game, unless they already have a Switch. I just don't know how much that's actually going to translate. That's a big leap, saying, hey, this is a Pokemon-esque game. We're trying to hook the Pokemon Go people. And then also trying to get them to buy Switches. I just don't know how that's going to go for them. It would have to be a damn good game.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
If nothing else.
Yeah, absolutely. A second point I just wanted to touch on regarding kind of Pokemon Go and the evolution of Pokemon Go into potential Switch games, or the idea of Pokemon Go, is I always thought the Switch has a very unique opportunity, because it's a home console portable hybrid, is to have your core game like a Pokemon game, but then also be able to take it out into the wild, into the real life, do your Pokemon Go-esque quests and adventures, and then be able to bring it back home and have exclusive items that you find in your local city, in your game, in your core game. Like, I feel like that's an opportunity that would be really cool to explore.
Well, have I got news for you?
Oh, okay.
The reason this is so connected to Pokemon Go is that because of the way they're making this, you'll be able to connect your Pokemon Go account to this, so you can you can catch a Pokemon in Pokemon Go, like in town or whatever, and then transfer it over to this game.
Yeah, so that's cool.
And I think you can do it the other way around as well. Also, there's a new peripheral that's shaped like a Pokemon, and when you're trying to catch a Pokemon in the game, you throw the Pokeball at it. Which is quite cool.
Don't you think it'd be cool, though? Like, remember, like, with certain Pokemon, they got to hatch, you got to walk a certain amount of miles and stuff. Like, imagine if you could just have your Switch on you or on the mobile app, and your actual walking would, like, add up to in-game walking and hatch your Pokemon. Like, stuff like that would be so cool.
They could also do that, yeah. I do know for a fact, though, that you can use this little Pokeball peripheral that they're making, put a Pokemon from the game on it, and walk around with it, and it gets some sort of benefit.
Yeah, nice. See, that's the kind of stuff I want to see them fully explore and take to the limits, like real-world integration with the existing experiences we know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a bit of a... Do you remember... Alex might remember... Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver?
The Pokewalker.
I played that.
Yep.
Yes. Which,
I remember
by
that.
coincidence and amazingly weird thing, happens to be the most accurate pedometer in the world.
Yep. It is.
For no fucking reason.
I do remember that.
Yes, this is like a continuation of that. It's like a spiritual sort of step forward, and I quite like that. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember thinking of that when I saw the trailer for this. I was like, oh yeah, kind of like the Pokemon or the Pokewalker.
I've still got one actually, a Pokewalker downstairs. Because I'm not very good at getting rid of things. So yeah. But speaking of hallmarks that were brought forward, 20 years later, some fans have uncovered some concept art from Pokemon that were going to be introduced in Gold and Silver, but ended up not being introduced for reasons of reasons.
For DLC 20 years later.
Oh, no, don't. I don't want Pokemon to start bringing in DLC. That would just be the worst.
They could do it.
Oh,
People
no.
are going to gobble this up. Get these Pokemon that never made the cut that are now available for this next core Pokemon game.
In all fairness, though,
Gotta catch 'em all.
some of the things that they actually had ideas for have made their way into the game eventually. Because they were like, there's early concept art for things like there's a Pokemon called Tangrowth, which is a evolution of Tangela,
Sounds like
and that was actually concepted here, and it didn't make it into the game. But it's basically the same design as the final one. Yeah, I remember seeing that. It's like basically the final design. I can see.
No, that's the baby Pokemon for Tangela.
If you go down, we're looking at a Eurogamer article. If you go down to where it's like all of them.
Yeah. Oh gosh, there's so many.
Look below Chikorita.
Oh, wait. Chikorita, okay. What the fuck? Okay, okay, I see it. I only saw like the baby Pokemon.
Yeah, no, the baby one.
Yep,
next
I see
to it is the sort of baby Tangela, and then the one next to it is Tangrowth, which is surprisingly close.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, Counter, these are Pokemon that are Generation 2 Pokemon that basically just didn't make the cut?
It seems that way, yes. Or it's either they didn't make the cut, or they were revised in some way, shape, or form.
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
I quite like it though, as it's a really interesting little tidbit, especially when you look now and go, "Oh, they actually had all these things in mind already."
Yeah, and it makes you wonder like how many other Pokemon are just sitting in a vault somewhere that we've just never seen.
Yeah, I've seen one. It's on the second bottom row, far left. That is actually a Pokemon that was introduced in the latest games.
Oh, so nothing ever gets wasted.
Exactly.
Yeah. Cool.
There's just so many on here that haven't been used. So many that are changed in weird ways. Like Delibird is wearing a Santa hat, which I love. There's a alternate evolution for Weeping Bell that was never used because Gloom and Vileplume got alternate.
Slowbro had an alternate, I think.
Slow King, yes.
Or
so it would
Cloyster.
Sort of make sense.
Maybe it was Cloyster.
Did Cloyster have an alternate one?
It was like a shell Pokemon that looks like the shell that's on Slowbro.
Oh, yes, that was it, yeah.
Yeah, there's so many here, I can't even find it.
I know, it's mad, isn't it? There's I see one, Girafarig. There's an idea for a pre-evolution of that. There's just two spirits for no reason. Doesn't make any sense. But yeah, there were loads of things that they were thinking of having baby Pokemon for, like Goldeen or
Doduo.
Paras by the look of it.
Yep.
That's weird. It
is very weird.
The little,
little baby Meowth.
Little baby Meowth.
I love the baby Meowth.
I'm kind of a Pokemon novice these days, but is like baby Pokemon like not a thing, right? They just start in their first form and that's it. Like even if you do, some Pokemon do hatch, correct? Or do all Pokemon can potentially hatch?
What are you asking?
I'm very confused by the sentence you just
Hold on,
said.
yeah,
So-
ask it again.
Okay, so you're talking about baby Pokemon, like baby
Yep.
Pokemon forms specifically.
Mhm.
I'm asking if in the main games as we know them today, they don't have baby forms. They just have their existing first form, right? Like there aren't baby forms.
They're not. I don't. It's, they.
The-
The things that were the babies are still
Yeah.
there, but they're not referred to as babies anymore.
Right. Okay. And do
And
all
you can still you
Yeah.
can just catch them in
It was
the
a
wild
Gen
now
2
instead
thing.
of having to breed them. Yeah.
Yeah, so when you say like breeding and hatching Pokemon in the wild, all Pokemon can potentially hatch? Do they all freaking come from eggs or
Well, they
Almost
can
all of
do,
them.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Aside
just
from like
curious.
legendaries and a few.
Yeah,
odd
yeah,
exceptions.
obviously. Because I just think it'd be really cool to have that option to kind of go to your Poke Store and pick up an egg. And maybe if you put that extra love and TLC into this Pokemon, he just has a stronger, like, maybe
Has
bond
better
with
stats or
your
something,
character.
or-
Yeah, and maybe he goes that extra mile in battle because he really has an attachment to you and he wants to do
They
well
had
or
actually
something.
introduced
That-
a system similar to that in the last couple of generations. It's like
Yeah.
you can build up a sort of heart meter with them using the thing after the battle
that's-
where you care for them.
That's still in Generation 2. That was introduced. It's the friendship
it?
system, and some Pokemon will
Oh, well, yeah, but
evolve like due to that.
Yeah, but that's not apart from the evolution. That doesn't have a tangible benefit
yeah.
as such in battle. Like unless it
Oh, yeah, that is
genuinely
true.
hates you, I think that's the only thing that it affects.
Yeah, I'm talking about like a quantifiable bond that actually
No,
affects
there
gameplay.
is some effect, but not quite to the level that you're thinking
Mhm.
at the moment. So I'd like them to expand on that. Yeah, that'd be quite fun.
Mm.
Just notice the Poliwrath sprite on here has massive 80s shoulder pads.
That's awesome.
Oh my god, it
Welcome.
looks like a football player.
I'm from the 80s, and I have runways on my shoulders.
Oh my god.
Classic.
Oh dear. There's one in here as well for Porygon 2, which just
Oh my
looks...
god. It doesn't even
It's
look like
so
Porygon
dumb.
2.
It
looks like a little
doesn't, and
lion.
It's really funny. Yeah, it does. It's real
That's
dumb.
super weird. And next to it, like, is that Lickitung's like evolved form? I don't even know what that is.
It's not too far from what they ended up with, to be fair. And they actually had the same name that they came up with in the end.
Huh.
Because it's called Licky Licky.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't want to say the name. I really didn't want to say the name. Just not
I
into
like
that
it.
fucking.
That's real dumb.
Of course you do.
Also, I've noticed that one of the legendary dogs, I think it's Suicune, probably, looks real dumb. Looks like a fucking
Is that the-
emo dog.
Oh, with the fucking hair on it, it looks like a like a Clydesdale horse. I can't really see. I need to like zoom in. I'm old.
It looks like some sort of bloody
how do I zoom
like
in?
someone's fursona.
Yeah. Hold on. How do I
Sully,
zoom
bottom
in?
row,
Oh, there we
fourth
go.
one in from the left.
It's like a My Little Pony character. What is happening over there?
So,
I heard a yelp
I
and
dropped
a snap.
I dropped a ball bearing.
On a cat. Where was this Pokemon?
Bottom row, fourth in. It's a fursona cat. Let's not beat around the
Hey,
bush.
what the fuck?
Yeah, it's real bad.
Mm. Yep, don't like that. I'm leaving again.
No. Also,
The
Murkrow
first one
has a witch's
in that
hat.
row is that an evolved form for Seadra?
I think it's the original design for Kingdra. Yeah,
I love
Is there
it.
a higher res image of this, or
not that I've seen. No, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh, you can view a fan-made spreadsheet. That's
Yeah, some people have like
actually a
redrawn
spreadsheet,
them.
not a photo.
Oh wow, that's intense.
Wow, yeah, people have a lot of time on their hands sometimes. But anyway, so we've been talking about that for a while. We've been talking about Pokemon for a while. So
Pokemons.
let's wrap that topic up. Where do we go? There's a freemium game out on Switch, soon to be mobile. It's just, if there's a review, there'll be a review. If there's not, avoid it. There's gonna be a weird kind of hybrid game coming out at the end of the year, which looks interesting, and there's gonna be a proper core game next year. So that's that. There's also some alternate designs that came out. I'll probably link the article in the description of this video so you can watch it. Other than that, let's move on. Thank God for that, because we've been talking for 45 minutes nearly.
Right.
So, it's a little game series you might not have heard of. It's called Fallout. It's quite small. Don't know if you'll have heard of it.
What's
that, like a base jumping game, or?
Is it like Fortnite?
Oh,
No, you're actually falling out of windows constantly.
It's a falling simulator. I knew it.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, there's a new Fallout game, as you all are probably well aware.
Mm-hmm.
And, fuck you, Bethesda, incidentally. Just a little thing I'm going to cut out of the podcast here. If you want to know why I want to tell Bethesda to fuck off, then do listen to this little bit of content as a Discord exclusive. If you join our Discord, link in the description, then you'll have access to just like a few of our little Discord exclusive bits of content, of which this is one. Cool. Back to the show. Anyway, that little side note out of the way, there's a new Fallout game called Fallout 76. Good. This is a thing that's going to be a thing. And there's a lot of rumours about it already, none of which are confirmed to be true, because we know absolutely sod all from what we have seen. But I think most of the rumours come from someone who is apparently a reliable source. Max tells me he is, anyway.
It's Max, is it?
Yeah, Max is the reliable source, definitely.
We need to change his name to that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Where did I put you? I put it down here somewhere, maybe?
Well, I think basically the rumors are suggesting that it's some form of either in-vault or out-vault survival horror game, like a loot collecting kind of thing, shared world experience, much like a Rust or something like that, right?
I've heard a lot of people say Rust, and then I've heard a lot of people say it's definitely not like Rust.
Wow, alright, the fan base is split.
Yes. What I've also heard is that it is going to be an online game. This is a very, very prevalent rumour at the moment.
Yeah, I feel like I think it's
do you
going
think
to be
that'll
online.
work?
I think they're just going to do it. I think it's going to happen. They're having a weird little spin-off moment when they want to take a risk with the series. It's obviously not a core game series, it's not Fallout 5 or Elder Scrolls.
Isn't it?
So
Oh right, I see what you mean.
it's like a New Vegas.
Fallout in general.
It's like a New Vegas, which I mean was like kind of a whole game, but it was kind of built on the same engine of Fallout 3, right?
A lot of people really wanted this to be Fallout, like a Fallout Vegas style thing, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be that.
I think this is good. I think it's fun. They're taking a chance with the formula and the series. And I mean, if it's not a mainline game, why shouldn't you take a punt on something different? So I hope we do. I mean, I'm okay with whatever it is. I really enjoyed what I did play Fallout 4. Unfortunately, I did get a game-breaking bug like halfway through, and I just never got back to it. But if this is some kind of survival horror game that's still in the vault, which a lot of people have said, I have no idea if that's true. Take it with a pinch of salt. Yeah, cool. Let's do it. That sounds fun. If it is some kind of shared world, Rust-like game that has base building elements, cool. Let's do it. Why not? Yeah, I'm keen.
It'd be something different.
Yeah, especially in that setting. It's a really cool setting. And I think I was listening to the, again, I think it was either the Podcast Unlocked guys for IGN or the GameScoop guys. they were digging through. There was a little Pip-Boy, I think, in the trailer where it had like some kind of timestamp or something weird. But anyway, their resident Fallout expert has been doing a lot of digging, and they reckon, or he seems to think, and it seems to be a very popular theory at the moment, that the game could actually be set well before everything we already know. I think it was something like maybe 20
years after the war.
Yes, after the war.
The main reason for that speculation, I know, is because there's a bit of lore about, well, because the sort of Vault and the Vault experiments are quite heavily like a part of the series.
Yeah.
We know that Vault 76, which is the vault that this one is based around, was a control vault. So they didn't run any experiments in it. So this was one of the ones where it's, hey, yeah, we actually get to be moderately happy in our vault instead of experimented on. And this was literally designed to open 20 years after the war. That seems to be the actual previously in canon
so we're gonna see
explanation.
We're going to see we're going to see a drastically different visual setting for the series if we actually do get to go out into the world, because it's 20 years. Like, we're not going to have like all the mutants running around. It's going to be a very different world, so it's going to be interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot less ghouls in particular. Because I think the ghouls, the ghouls specifically, I think they were formed over quite a long period of time.
Yeah.
From like just the amount of exposure to radiation. But
yeah, absolutely. There's so much lore involving mutations and all that kind of stuff. It'd be impossible for us to dig through it all. You'd need to be an expert.
I mean, we might even be without super mutants in this, for instance.
Yeah.
If they just the risk we run with this though is if they just release what is effectively an online Fallout game and they don't change the world to match what they've done with the setting.
You see, my fear is, we're gonna get some kind of, if I can talk today, we're gonna get some kind of Elder Scrolls Online type experience where the idea was really cool, having a shared Elder Scrolls world, but gameplay wise, questing wise, it was not a Fallout. An Elder Scrolls game. The combat didn't even feel the same. That's my fear. Like, if they maintain that same kind of Fallout moving around the environment gameplay feel, but it's also a shared world experience, I'm all for it. That's really cool. But I get what you're saying. That's a concern.
Alex, you've not said very much. Do you have any thoughts on this?
I am not really up to date on any kind of Fallout stuff. It's not a game I really played any of, actually. So
that's good. So we've got Sully doesn't know much about Pokemon anymore, and you don't know much about Fallout. This is going real well, isn't it?
I do have an okay knowledge base of Pokemon.
Yeah, whereas I don't know anything about Fallout. Not really.
Oh, Alex, I'll pitch you this, Alex. If you could pick your Fallout experience, what would it be?
Well, I do know that it's
catch
like
him. Oh,
good lord!
I know that balls at super mutants. How well's that gonna work?
Catch the super mutants. He's just catching people, man. Like even normal people. You sick fuck.
I don't have one of these. I'll take one of these. Add it to my collection.
Got some
basically
fetuses and balls and shit.
Deathclaw, go!
Well, I know that it's like a post-apocalyptic kind of thing, which I really like. It's why I liked Infamous. And I know that it's kind of how do I even explain it? It's futuristic, but not I don't know how to explain it, but I kind of get the theme.
It's a mishmash of kind of a 50s styles or 60s styles set in the future. It's a weird crossover.
I watched the trailer and the opening song. I was like, I know that song. I shouldn't know that song, but I have a weird music library, so I immediately recognized the song and everything like that. Yeah, that's basically all I know.
That's fair. But still, if you had to pick your experience, what would you go with? What do you want from a Fallout game? What would it take to get you on board? Considering they're taking a chance with the formula. We hope.
I mean, I feel like I would play it like whether or not I knew anything about it or could have like choose my own experience sort of thing. It's just I haven't had the chance to.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, if I could pick my experience, I'd actually be really interested to see how just an in-vault game would go. Like, they never left the vault. And I know we're saying they didn't do experiments, but what if, these
I feel
guys
like
are
there's
just...
only so much you can do with that, and that's a very tight setting.
But what if it wasn't? What if Bolt's vault, was it 76, was like the biggest vault, and they had a whole freaking almost city-sized thing down there, and they did just leave these people alone, and shit just went south, and it just all fell apart, and we had some kind of really weird,
like loads of fractured communities inside.
Yeah, like maybe like it's just so imagine like a isolated spaceship, like it's like a horror game. It's all gone south, the power's out. It's been falling apart for like a whole decade. There's just some fucked up shit going on down there when you've left people alone in this little bubble for too long, unsupervised. I don't know. I feel like it could be a really creepy, eerie horror survival setting, and it would be interesting. I think they could really play on what their psyches do when you just leave them alone in these little spaces for too long. I feel like that could be something really worth exploring.
That sounds pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
I would play that.
Yeah, that's what I want, but it's not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen. However, I'm sure we'll learn more about it when E3 comes around in a week and a half.
Absolutely.
And speaking of which, I'm going to move on to the next topic. Ha 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 ha!
Oh my god.
Oh,
what a smooth transition!
And we've just shat all over it.
Yep. E3 is literally a week and a half away. Not even that, actually. Is it? Something like that.
June 12th?
12th is the...
That's a week and a half, man.
The first conference is on the 9th. The last conference is on the 12th. And then the actual sort of open to the public bit is the 12th to the 15th.
Alright, so yeah, the start of it.
Which meant I had a really fun time when I found that out the other day, realised I'd booked the wrong days off work.
Oh, fuck. So I think... Okay, so when does the actual first conference take place? The 9th?
It is on the 9th, and it is at 7 p.m. BST. I know that because I couldn't get that Saturday off, and I'm really glad that it's at 7 p.m. because I'll be at home by then, so I can actually do it.
Yeah, I'm hopefully going to be able to get on for some of that. Anyway.
Yeah. I can give you the times again if you like.
If they're updated times, has anything changed? Or was it all exactly the same?
To the best of my knowledge, nothing has changed.
Okay, I thought you were saying it might have all moved forward a little bit, which would have been really good because it would have been over my weekend. But I think I have that Sunday, Monday off, so I think I'm going to be able to catch at least the Microsoft one. And the whatever's before that.
So we've got EA on Saturday at... I'll go with Pacific because that's the time that they're working on because it's in LA.
Mm-hmm.
So EA will be at 11 a.m. on the Saturday.
Yeah, could catch that one.
That's the only one on Saturday. I'm going to hate that because I hate EA. Sunday. Sunday, 1 p.m. Pacific, we have Microsoft. That's 4 p.m. Eastern. Sully, you will be able to get on that one, but that's Monday morning for you, I'm afraid.
I think I've got that Monday off, I think.
If you've got the Monday off, come and join me for at least one or two of those. Bethesda at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. And Devolver Digital at 8 p.m. Pacific, which is going to be amazing! Looking forward to that. Squeenix on Monday the 11th at 10.
Squeenix.
That's the thing. I think Jesse Cox got me saying that. I don't know. Anyway. Squeenix at 10 a.m. Pacific on Monday the 11th. Ubisoft at 1 p.m. Pacific. The PC Gaming Show at 3 p.m. Pacific.
Oh,
I'm going to kill myself. I fucking hate that show. They've done it for 2 years and it was shit both times. Fucking awful. The worst fucking show of the
Tell us
whole...
how you really feel.
Oh,
yeah. You know how much I hate EA. This
Yeah.
was worse than that.
Wow, that's a deep-seated hate.
The first one was
crap.
4 hours long. 4 hours.
On the good news, the good side of news they count is that Monday for me is a public holiday, so huzzah.
Woo! Means you can join me for at least a couple of the
Oh, yeah, I'll be
Sunday ones. Yeah. Anyway, after the PC gaming shit show, 6 p.m. I thought that was quite good, actually. 6 p.m. Pacific is the Sony conference, which is going to be ridiculously late at night for me.
So excited for that one. Love the Sonys.
I'm quite excited for that one as well. There's actually rumours in Corrupt Clay's Discord. He's been putting up some rumours for it. And finally, Tuesday the 12th, 9 a.m. Pacific, we will have Nintendo.
Nintendo Direct.
That is
Stock standard.
Nintendo Direct. That will be the last conference before E3 starts properly.
Man, that's so
So-
cool. I'm glad they're doing the conferences before the public opens. I feel like it's just going to break
I'm glad
up.
because it means I can get Max on a couple of them. Because
Can you though? Because isn't he going to be over there like in advance?
well, he's going to be over there, but he'll be more free because he won't have to actually be in the place.
Okay, as long as he's free, yeah. He's done stuff
Yeah.
in hotel rooms before.
I
we
don't
all have.
know what he's done in hotel rooms before, to be perfectly honest.
Oof.
So yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Those of you
exciting.
who don't know and are watching this at the moment, I'm going to be doing E3 streams if you haven't worked it out yet. They'll be on our Twitch. What would you prefer me do it on, Sully?
Well, I mean, to the people you're talking to now, probably YouTube. I mean, we can do both. If you have somebody on each time, I guess, you could stream to both. You know, Twitch and YouTube.
Seems like more of a ball ache than it's worth.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You know, it's possible.
Anyway,
can just
I'll stream
link.
to one of them. We'll let you know close to the
We
time.
can put an announcement out on YouTube saying that we're starting our stream on Twitch. Because it is easier to stream to.
Yes, let's do it like that. Definitely. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. Yes, so I'll be streaming on Twitch for all of the conferences. We'll be doing a live commentary. I'm hoping to get people to pop in on most, if not all of them, to join in with me. I know Clay is interested in coming on at least one of them, if he's free.
Oh, wow.
Got you interested in a couple. Alex, you're more than welcome to join me for a couple as well. I'm trying to get Max on, and I think Joe Chip is also a bit interested in coming on one or two
My
of them.
chip boy.
I think. I
Chip
might be
boy.
wrong.
Cool. Hope I can get on one of those then.
Yep. So, that's
Surprise him.
those. And anyway, what are your E3 hopes and dreams then?
Well, just before we start, I just want to point a fun fact out. That
The
when
fact
we were
that-
listening, this ties into E3, so it's related.
The new Assassin's Creed game has been
It
leaked,
has
basically.
nothing to do with Assassin's Creed.
Good,
Um,
'cause
in the
one cares
pilot
about Assassin's
episode
Creed.
of Lemmy Smash's Play My Steam library, which if you guys haven't seen that pilot episode, you can go look at his channel. You can find the pilot episode there. He's taking feedback currently. But anyway, when he'd introduced the game titles with that little Windows or whatever the voice is called, the little electronic voice. Did you see that?
Yeah.
You know what that
Yes.
reminds me of? Exactly. Is the girl that, or the woman in the Microsoft press conference where she'd announced the new Microsoft personalities coming onto stage. It's exactly what it reminded me of. Sounds so much like her. Go listen to her. I want that to be the
Well-
voice. Get her.
I think my word. that's just reminded me of when I think it was in one of the Microsoft conferences last year where someone said they showed a trailer and they go, and this game is now available for pre-order, and people started applauding that. Fucking sycophants.
They just
don't
clap at anything,
applaud
man.
pre-orders.
It's just- you don't even have to tell them to like applause. They just do it now.
It's just like the end of a sentence. It's like
Yeah. Yay.
mindless bastards, sycophantic little cunts. Anyway,
Yeah. But
apparently we're not allowed to say the word cunt at all because America
we?
gets tetchy about it.
do they?
Well, it depends on where you're
have
from,
you seen
I guess.
The news? Oh dear.
I don't know. It's a pretty filthy word.
I know. I saw the news
It's
today. It's
way
like,
filthier in
Americans
America.
are getting really angry over it. I'm just sitting here
It's
in the
bad.
country.
It is bad.
I know it's a bad word, but like I'm just sitting here in the UK and I'm just like, what the fuck are you on
You
about?
have a president. You have a Donald Trump president, and you've got guns in every crevice on that continent, and you're worried about the
Cunt is
C
somehow
word.
too far.
It's all bad.
It's all bad, man. I know
Yeah.
it's all bad.
Save
It's just
us.
strong.
Come rescue us.
It's very loose here in Australia, like that word. Like, you wouldn't say it around women,
Oh,
just
yeah.
out of respect. But when you're with the lads in the workplace or having beers, you'd be like, "Get the next round, you cheeky
yeah.
cunt."
Yeah, well, I mean, I hang out with GameCast members in Discord all the time. I know it's a very loose word.
Yeah, it is. I don't think we've seen it pop up that regularly, verbally. Like, sure, text
More
wise,
commonly
don't wanna
there
leave
than
those bombs
anywhere I
lingering.
know.
I think
Really?
I think this show might have quite a few instances of it. I'm gonna be honest.
No, I mean, like, spoken, yeah. I don't think I've seen it in text much, just sitting anywhere.
Oh right.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So yeah.
I think we're a
Anyway.
lot cleaner text-wise than we are verbally, which is kind of strange.
It's funny, really, isn't it?
Leaner. Well,
Anyway,
I mean,
it's because when you're typing it out, you have a filter and you're going, oh, no, maybe I shouldn't say that. When you're talking, it's just like, hey, I'm talking. Oh, okay, I said a thing. Okay, wow.
Bang,
Whoops.
bang, bang.
Yeah. Anyway.
E3
So-
predictions, yeah?
E3 predictions. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Bloody hell.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm going to look at... There's an obviously fake itinerary for Sony's press
that'd
conference
be
going in... it's in Clay's Discord at the moment. And I'll read it out for you. It's definitely fake. It looks real fake. But it's got some interesting ideas on it, which I quite like. So I'll just read from top to bottom, and then I'll
Assassin's
tell
Creed
you the
Odyssey.
things that I find interesting. We've got the launch trailer for Days Gone. Yay. The Last of Us Part 2, some gameplay of that. Splinter Cell Apocalypse trailer, because we know that that's a game. Splinter Cell's actually coming back.
Yes.
Wow.
I
That
know.
needs to
Devil
be
May
on-
Cry 5.
Yeah.
Yakuza 2 Kiwami trailer. Okay. I could get behind that. I think that's the remaster of 2, isn't it? That they're doing? Or is it a different thing?
I don't know.
Neither do
I
I.
don't know either.
Let's. I'm sure if we get Mark to watch this, he can correct us as the resident weeb of the server.
Quick, get him in here now.
I just wish, man, the Discord need to give, like, the power to just drag people into, like,
It's just
voice
like,
chat.
come in here and tell us the
I
thing.
just don't know. You just, their phone just hooks up to voice chat. Like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
Oh dear, that would be amazing and awful at the same
So
time.
invasive. Yeah.
Anyway, Shenmue 3 gameplay, that would be very interesting to see. Now, next thing is the thing I find most interesting that's probably not true, but I really want it to be true. But one of the reasons I also think that this is fake is because of the way that this is written. Play PS2 and PS3 games on PS4 trailer.
Sorry, what?
Yeah,
What?
that's... Play PS2 and PS3 games on PS4.
Like, backwards compatibility?
Yes.
That's not
I
happening.
think that would be the better way of putting it. But anyway, if that's a thing that's going to happen, I'm all for that. Also, that kind of eliminates the one reason to buy an Xbox One X. So I'm all for that again.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it makes sense for PlayStation to start supporting backwards compatibility, considering it's such a big pro-consumer thing that Microsoft's been doing for a while now. Even with the original Xbox games, like, it's a really good image thing. And, I mean, Sony haven't really been doing a lot lately in terms of pro-consumer. Like, they've just kind of been cruising along with their killer first-party titles, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So they are kind of sitting there stagnant, not
So yeah,
doing much.
I'd definitely love to see like that.
Yeah, I would love to see it. Do I think it's going to happen? I don't know.
I
They got a lot of ground
really
to
want it
cover.
to happen because I've got
Yeah.
a PS4 Pro,
Yeah,
and I'd
damn,
like
yeah.
them to do what they did with SSX3 on the Xbox One X and made it look fucking amazing.
Yeah.
If you've not seen it, there's quite a few videos on
I've seen
this.
it, yeah.
Yeah, it looks
It's
so good.
Yeah, it does.
Um,
I mean, I'm on the fence for this one. I'm not sure. Like, it's possible, but they got a lot of ground to cover, like a lot. And if they're doing it to just kind of steal a bit of like some of the spotlight back from Microsoft, that's not going to happen. Like they've been crushing it with their back catalog. It could just be a catch-up thing that they're trying to just kind of.
Even if it's a catch-up thing, I would welcome it because I have a PS4 now and I want to be able to play PS2 games on it that are enhanced in some way.
Yeah, definitely. Even
also, I found out a cool thing with the Xbox One X enhanced stuff. If you actually own an original disc of whichever game it is that they have on the thing, you can put that disc in the Xbox One X and it registers that game to your Microsoft account.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've seen that.
And you get the enhanced version.
Yeah, that's good. You just got to have the disc. It's cool. I like that. It's very simple.
Yeah.
It's very honest.
It's like if you've got the original Xbox disc of SSX3, which I do, I could put it into an Xbox One X and go, hey, there we go.
Yeah, I really like that. Like, because I really like that. That's a really nice thing that they could have easily have not done. That's very pro-consumer. Because we all thought our original Xbox discs were just, going to keep collecting dust and do nothing. Essentially nothing. I mean, we all would have thought that we were going to have to rebuy these Xbox original Xbox games again through the digital store and get the enhanced features. But yeah, it's really nice. I like it. It's very honest, it's straightforward, and it's very pro-consumer.
So after the PS2, PS3 games on PS4 trailer, we've got some Death Stranding stuff. I want to see more of Death Stranding. I'm looking forward to seeing more of that, seeing what it actually is about, apart from babies in people's esophaguses.
Yeah, we really don't know, right? Like, it's just all over the shop so far. It's just really weird.
I follow Hideo Kojima on Twitter. I have no fucking clue what's happening. Also, Norman Reedus, who's in it, also doesn't know what the fuck it's about.
Yeah, I love the secrecy.
It's real reassuring, that is, isn't it? It's going to be weird.
You know what I love about that guy, Hideo Kojima? Sorry, just botched that. Is that everything he does just turns to hype. Like, people just love that dude, and rightfully so. But I remember, like,
you say rightfully so. Have you ever actually read any of the things that he's written?
Oh no, I'm not talking about like necessarily the stuff that he writes,
like
but,
MGS,
the stuff that he
like
the
Metal Gear Solid writing is fucking awful.
Oh yeah, but like the actual series is like it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
he's got a really cool take on shit.
Yeah. Do you know what the writing in Metal Gear Solid reminds me of though? Because this is a thing that I find quite funny. It's really it's the style of writing where it's constantly reiterating the same points. It's like the really bad anime thing of going da 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 da. Therefore da 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 da. And what that reminds me of is, have you ever read any Charles Dickens?
Yeah, like a little
just
bit
in general,
school. Yeah.
You know how he's sort of all over the place. He's constantly talking about random stuff and whatever like that. Do you know why he did that? Because the things he got his novels published in paid him by word count.
Oh my god. That's great.
That's why some of his novels are so like wordy and all over the place. It's because he got paid
I'd
more
love to see the
it.
no filler cut of those novels. Surely it's been done.
Like, one of the things that I remember from it is like, he was talking about like a door handle. It's like, with no intermediate element of change. Talking about like, it's like, what?
Takes you 4 pages to open the door. Yeah.
Because he got paid by the word.
That's fucking great.
Brilliant. I love it. I love it.
Anyway,
and that's what Hideo Kojima's writing reminds me of.
All right, just quickly back to his announcements though. I remember when he was opening, he left. Who did he leave? What was the studio that did Metal Gear? Konami. They just basically crossed him and he got out and he opened his own.
Fuck Konami.
Yeah, he opened his own studio. The skull in the spacesuit. Can't remember the name of the freaking studio. Obviously, the studio that's now creating Death Stranding.
Productions.
Yeah, Kojima Productions. There we go. I'm just butchering this whole story.
On the nose.
But yeah, he just tweeted out that image with the spacesuit, and the internet like exploded. You know,
it's just like he's working on something.
He hyped his studio before his studio even opened. It's just insane.
I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he's got so
People
much.
Love him.
Regard,
he just has this,
but,
he has the weirdest tweets as well. Like he just tweets about the most random shit.
Yeah. He did retweet a fun thing, though, I found out. On the... I think it's the Tuesday. On Tuesday the 20th at an E3 event, Jack Black will be joining as a special guest alongside Tim Schafer and the original cast of Grim Fandango for a reading.
Oh, nice.
At E3.
Yeah,
Jeff Keighley tweeted that and Hideo Kojima retweeted it. I'm hyped for that. I'm going to watch that because that sounds really fucking cool.
Yeah, cool. I'm keen. Awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, so after Death Stranding, what else have we got that's interesting? Spyro. There's a launch trailer and gameplay for Spyro. I want to see that. I think Clay also tweeted, actually. Yes, Spyro the Dragon's Twitter account have actually tweeted some gameplay.
Not my cup of tea.
Like 20 seconds of gameplay, and that I'm watching it now. That looks exactly like Spyro. Just
that's good.
Like swish and fancy and modern.
Mm-hmm.
So they got it. They've done exactly what they did.
Done
with
it, guys.
Crash games.
They've done it,
and they've got the tone and they've got the spirit of the games dead on. It's probably going to be good, I think. So good.
I'm interested.
Oh, yeah, I want more Spyro. Fucking love Spyro.
I want it on the Switch. If it's on the Switch, I'll get it.
Well, Crash is coming to Switch soon, so yeah. What else have we got? We've got Kingdom Hearts 3 launch trailer. It's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, we'll see that in 2025.
Yeah. Beyond Good and Evil 2 gameplay. That would be nice. Don't have the hype for it that a lot of people do, apparently. A remake of Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. I don't think that would work without Kojima's involvement. I feel like the Metal Gear series has sort of
it might be done
lost something with him leaving. I don't know. Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man game.
This is made by. Is this made by Insomniac? Insomniac Games? Yeah.
I think so.
The Ratchet and Clank guys, the Resistance guys. Yeah. And Sunset Overdrive. Right?
A lot of people are thinking there's going to be Sunset Overdrive 2 announced, which would be interesting.
Well, I hope so, because that's such an underappreciated game. Like, it really is. It is a good game.
The thing I've heard about it more than anything is that the humor's a bit flat. Like, it falls flat in areas.
That's fair enough. I haven't played
mostly because a lot of the people on the credits are credited as humor consultants.
Oh my god. So that could be anyone.
Microsoft brand fun.
Yeah.
Comedy by committee.
I really hope that does get another chance, because that is a really good. I think it's a.
I think it had a lot of good ideas and didn't quite get the.
Didn't just get the recognition or something.
Something didn't click with it in the public eye. Maybe it's because they're trying to appeal to what people think the youth were 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Radical skateboard energy drinking youth. The ones that don't
It's a cool
really exist
throwback,
anymore.
but maybe the throwback's like too soon.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't think they were going for a throwback. I think that's what the developers thought the youth of today still are.
Wow. All right. Yeah. Okay. It was trying to be too cool. Too try hard.
Yeah, a little bit. So, yeah. I'm going to look at the conferences again. I'm just going to see what we have, and I'm going to think what they might announce. I know Devolver Digital, they're not going to announce any games. They're going to do a fucking stupid, amazing thing again, and it'll be great. Nintendo, they might have a bit more on the Pokemon stuff, which would be nice.
Yeah.
Other than that, what did Nintendo actually have this year? This is going to be a really long newscast, by the way.
They've blown their load already, right, with the Pokemon stuff. So that surprised me in itself. Like, I thought they'd be saving all that Pokemon news for their Direct.
The thing is, they had such a strong year last year because they had so many first-party titles. But how many franchises do they have left to make something new for this year coming?
Hopefully we get a lot of new. Like, did nobody expected to get this much Pokemon? Though, right? Like, this is just like
3 games in the space of 2 years. I mean, admittedly, 2 of them are one of them's a weird thing, and one of them's a sort of technically spin-off. But
what we will get is surely something Metroid related. That would be a big one.
Yes, because they had a trailer. They had like a sneaky
Just
thing last year, didn't they? For
Just
like
the
Metroid
title
Prime.
card. That was like it. So we'll get something
That's
for that,
a
a
good
trailer or a bit of gameplay.
Okay.
That's surely going to be their heavy hitter.
Heavy hitter. Very.
I don't think we're going to get much Mario. I think Mario's done for a while
I think
now.
Mario's like we're gonna get Mario a bit more Mario Tennis, I think, because that's coming this
we'll
year.
get Mario Tennis, but in terms of like anything,
Actual like core
significant,
Mario games, maybe not.
Absolutely not. That's at least a year or two away before we're getting more announcements on that. I
Yeah.
think, unless
do
they.
you think
I do.
that the 3DS is dead now?
No, they've
No.
recently publicly stated that it's not dead. They're planning
That's
on.
strange to me that they have done that.
They're not. They haven't given us concrete plans for what they're going to do. They've just recently said that they're happy with how it's tracking. You know, it is a system that's in its literally the end of its life, but they're not going to abruptly cut it off. If people are still buying it, they're going to keep supporting it.
To be fair, it's still selling quite well, and it is still
Exactly.
it's one of the best-selling consoles of all time.
So why? I think what we're going to see is we're just going to see a more of a split between the Switch and the 3DS in terms of offerings. So there'll be very specific systems for what you can actually play and do and get on them. So I think they're still going to have their different audiences. So, I don't know, maybe like Animal Crossing will be more of a title that you'll only get on 3DS or something like that.
I'd love to see another Animal Crossing. Actually, I'd really like an Animal Crossing game on Switch. That'd be quite fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Me too.
Maybe it'll be like they'll offer both experiences. Like you buy one cart and you can play on both, but you get different experiences, like an upgraded experience to Switch. I don't know. I'm talking about arsehole. All I know is that Nintendo intends to support it. They're not going to like abruptly just cut it off. I think it's just going to very slowly ride off into the sunset. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why it can't coexist for a while. Yeah. It's not like they necessarily don't seem to be hurting each other. They're playing nicely.
Stop hurting me, the 3DS. No.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't necessarily see any benefit in like just kind of like abruptly ending the 3DS, life cycle, because all these 3DS owners would be disappointed that it's not getting supported. Like, if they stop production, they're not going to get any more freaking games through it, probably. So I don't see any reason to create that butthurt for that consumer to try and push them in direction of getting a Switch.
Yeah, okay. I see
Anyway,
what you mean.
we're way off track.
Yeah.
EA are going to come up with nothing interesting because they never do. It's all sports games.
I agree.
And bullshit.
See you later. Let's move on.
Yep. Microsoft, again, they've got Sunset Overdrive 2. I don't know what else they actually have because they cancelled Scalebound because
State
they're
of K2
idiots.
is already out. That was one of their heavy hitters, so they say.
Yeah. Don't know what else Microsoft have apart from maybe...
Who knows?
Maybe talking more about backwards compatible stuff.
I don't know. We always suspect they're sitting on something, and they always are sitting on something, but nothing
There's
that's
never anything groundbreaking.
not enough. It's never quite enough. You know, it's always like it's like they've become the Nintendo. They've just drip feeding.
They have,
us.
yeah. They are to this generation what Nintendo was last generation.
Yeah, just not enough. Like what they do have is generally good, but it's not enough. Not nearly enough.
Yeah, that's definitely what I feel.
I mean,
again. There's nothing wrong with owning an Xbox One.
No.
It's not a bad system.
No, it's a
there
good
are
system.
games on it that are perfectly serviceable, perfectly good. Go and buy them. Great.
Yeah.
However, as three people who own gaming PCs, there's no point. No point at all.
Not unless you're
Any
utterly
of
obsessed.
us. Yeah. There's no point for any of us three to buy a gaming PC because
It's-
everything that's on there, Xbox, yeah, because everything that's on there is also on PC. So
Via the Play Anywhere, which I completely get what they're doing, right? Like I get it.
yeah, because
I
the
get where
PC
they're
market
going.
and the Xbox and the console market rarely crosses over.
Yeah, they're going for integration. They're going for a larger walled-off garden in comparison to the competition. They're offering,
I really thought you were going to say Elijah Wood there for some reason.
Elijah Wood. Do you want me to say Elijah Wood? They're offering a larger wood. There you go, Count. You can count that in.
Are we on about Frodo Baggins here, or are we on about the villain in Sin City?
I get what they're doing with the system, but you're right. Like, unless you're absolutely obsessed with that exclusive kind of couch experience, the comfort of your couch, you don't need to buy an Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you got kids and you got a family, yeah, absolutely. But for the individual gamer who does have a gaming PC, who is comfortable sitting at their desk playing games, you're just not going to buy one.
Yeah.
Again, there's nothing wrong with an Xbox.
No.
It's just not for us.
Just
Not
missing a
required
few of
for us.
those killer first-party apps. That's about it. That's what it needs. Needs a bit of fresh.
Who else have we got then?
I
PC
reckon-
Gaming Show. PC Gaming Show. Let's say,
Oh.
if you have less hardware promotion and bullshit, I might enjoy you. However, I will not hold my fucking breath.
Okay.
Oh, seriously.
Don't have much
The
sense. I've
only
not seen it.
the only thing remotely fun about the PC Gaming Show conferences was in the first year, because I was watching a commentary stream, like we are doing this year. I was watching as Nerdcube's commentary stream. And in that stream, for some reason, the phrase "have a wank" got mentioned, and that became a hashtag. And it ended up in a situation where loads of people who were watching the stream were being told to tweet hashtag "have a wank"
Oh my
at
god.
loads of different people.
Oh my god.
It ended up trending worldwide.
Oh my god.
That was the
Wow.
only positive thing that the PC Gaming Show has ever given me.
Have a wank. They gave you a
Yeah.
wank.
Best
Nice.
thing that thing has ever done. Anyway, so we've got Bethesda. We know what Bethesda are doing. Squeenix, they've got Final Fantasy and
Do we know what Bethesda's doing though?
Fallout.
Yeah, but they've got more. Like they have a whole
The
conference.
Creation Club! We're adding more stuff to the
we don't-
Creation Club!
Don't forget Rage. You glossed over Rage there.
Oh, yeah, Rage. Oh, fair enough. I'll give
Yeah.
them that. Rage and Fallout. Okay.
There's
Cool.
the big ones.
Two things. Ubisoft have Beyond Good and Evil 2. Ubisoft, to be fair, despite the fact as a company they're not amazing, they can be generally relied on to put on a very good E3 show.
Yes. Now, is Ubisoft publishing the new Splinter Cell?
It should be. It's a Ubisoft title, to the best of my
Okay, I'm
knowledge.
just wondering. So that'll be a big one for Ubisoft, I think, if they're bringing it back.
Splinter Cell.
I'm wondering though if Microsoft will
Yeah,
try
it
to
is
pull
Ubisoft.
some form of exclusivity or
Oh,
stage
fuck no,
exclusivity.
don't
not
do
not
that.
game exclusivity, but stage exclusivity.
Well, they
position
might
it.
have like the actual reveal beyond
Yeah,
Microsoft,
that's what I'm thinking.
and then like
Yep.
the gameplay trailer, because that's happened before now. Yeah.
Splinter Cell is so tied in with that Xbox fan base. Like it was an Xbox game. It's got really good support on that system. They love it. So
Yeah. Okay. Last one then to mention, I think, in any sort of detail, Squeenix. So apart from... Does Squeenix tickle you, does it?
It does every time.
does not tickle me at any point on my body.
Goodness.
Oh gosh.
So apart from Final Fantasy, what does Square Enix have?
I don't know. They're doing Kingdom Hearts. Who's doing that?
Do they do Kingdom Hearts? I don't.
I don't know.
fucking
Do they? Who's
I
doing
don't
Kingdom
play
Hearts?
Kingdom Hearts.
It's probably just Disney or some shit.
Kingdom Hearts is published by... Thank you. Squeenix. There you go. Yeah, it's
Ah, look at me go. On fire, guys.
Yeah! What about Shenmue 3? Are they done by that? No, that's Deep Silver. Oh, okay. Shenmue 3 is not coming to Xbox One.
Oh, okay. The fuck? No.
Shenmue 3 is PS4. Oh, I know. I remember why now, actually. It's going to PS4 and PC. But if you remember... Do you remember when they announced the thing? They announced it as a Kickstarter at the Sony conference, like last year or the year before.
Yeah.
That was real dumb.
That's-
But yeah,
yeah,
they
that's
announced
retarded.
that. It really is. So they announced that, and then they announced the trailer, but they did it in the Sony conference. And I think the game is partially funded by Sony.
Way
Not
to make it
entirely, but partially, which is why it's coming to PS4 and not
That
Xbox
is so cheap, isn't it? Like, fuck.
Yeah.
If you want it, Sony, fund it. Don't let your fans fund it. Don't pretend it's
Yeah,
for them.
like they couldn't fund all of it. To be fair,
Wow.
from reputation, the Shenmue games are incredibly expensive to make.
Yeah, but yeah.
The first one cost $70 million.
Who owns that IP?
What specifically?
Yeah, if it's being crowdfunded, like, is the studio crowdfunding it and then Sony supporting it as well?
Oh god, putting a lot of pressure on me now.
Because obviously
Developed
Sony's
by
publishing it,
Nilo
right?
and Wise Entertainment and published
Alright.
by Deep Silver. I think
Published by Deep Silver.
one of
Sony's
the
funding
developers is has technically got the Kickstarter in his name, their name, her
Okay,
name.
so this studio
Whatever.
is maybe a startup studio, or is it a studio that's handled the IP before?
I think they've handled it before.
Okay, and then Deep
And then
Silver
I remember
is
that
like,
I remember when
yeah.
Deep Silver were announced as the publisher, because they're a sort of mainstream publisher. The people who backed the Kickstarter were a bit pissed off because it's now got
they're
a publisher.
paying for it. Yeah, and they're like, wait, why are we paying for this? It's
Exactly,
really a bit of a
yeah.
sour taste, isn't it? Like, I haven't even funded it.
It really
It's a bit
is.
sour,
I'm really
like-
glad that I had nothing to do with the Kickstarter. I don't know why anyone would.
I'm gonna take a bit of shade back away from Sony because, like, it's kind of like I thought they
It's
were
not
publishing it.
entirely their fault, but
Yeah,
I feel like they
no.
could have financed
They
it. if
could have,
wanted.
but I mean, I thought they were publishing it. So I mean, it's kind of like they're just chipping in to kind of get this done, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And onto their system. Yeah, I feel like Sony, just fucking buy that studio or something. Just get it done.
I know. Yeah, but then it'd be a PS4 exclusive, and I wouldn't be a fan of that because Bloodborne was held hostage. It's like I can now buy and play Bloodborne, but before, with my lovely gaming PC, I could not, even though I could buy every other From Software game on Steam.
Bit salty there.
Yes. Anyway, so I believe that's all the conferences mentioned then. I believe that's everything.
Wow.
I believe that's our E3 rumours. And
Can we do a prediction each?
Okay, yeah, we'll do one big prediction each. Alex, you go first.
Oh gosh, my
Okay,
I'm so
fine.
not.
Do you want time to think?
No, I got it.
Okay.
I'm so not caught up on a lot of new gaming and a lot of gaming news. So like my focus.
Maybe
is
you should watch our
basically
gaming
just
news series.
Nintendo. Our gaming news series. But
So much
mostly
shade
my
thrown
focus
there.
is on Nintendo. And I mean, besides what we already talked about and what's obviously going to be a thing, like Metroid and no Mario, probably no Zelda. We already got Pokemon. Besides that, Animal Crossing, like I would love to see like a new like home console Animal Crossing. I've been excited about that, like an actual game, not like
The one for the Wii
Wii
was
U,
quite
like
good.
was it the Wii or the Wii U, the Mario
It
Party
was the
style?
Wii. It was called Animal Crossing. It was called City Folk over there. It's
Oh,
called Welcome
oh,
to the
yeah.
City here.
No, I was saying like I don't want another like spin-off type thing. Like they came out
Oh,
with,
right. Well, like Happy Home Designer.
yeah,
Fucking
yeah,
bullshit
that was I beat that the day I got it.
I
was
played
very
it for
upset.
10 minutes, and it's one of the few games I actually bothered to return because I hated it.
I sold mine. I just boxed it back up and sold it.
I was literally just like, oh,
So-
wow, no, okay, this is going back.
yeah, it was
Anyway,
boring.
so you want a new
Um,
Animal Crossing and other
yes.
Nintendo things. Cool.
Oh yeah,
Sully.
everything Nintendo.
Yeah.
All the Nintendos.
Sully, then, what is your big E3 prediction?
I have two. I'm going to cheat. So, my first one,
Ah!
which I think is very plausible, which we've already talked about, is Microsoft positioning Splinter Cell as an exclusive, even though it's not. I think they're going to go to absolute town on trying to present that as the Xbox, game. Because, like I've said,
can
the
see
Splinter
that.
Cell series is really got a lot of strong grassroots in the Xbox platform, and I think if they can't have it as an actual exclusive, they're going to do everything to position it as one, and maybe even have timed exclusive DLC, blah, 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 blah. So that's my kind of likely prediction. My more I think likely prediction, but maybe not this E3, maybe more the next E3 or the E3 after, is regarding the Nintendo Switch. I think as soon as the 3DS trickles off and dies, I think we're going to see a dockless Switch bundle, and not only a dockless Switch bundle, but I think we're going to see a Switch where it is a little bit sleeker and the Joy-Cons do not remove. I think it's going to be like just the new portable offering.
Oh, well, like the 2DS was to the 3DS.
Oh, yeah.
So I think they're going to simplify the system for users that don't want to hook it up to their TV, that purely want to use it as an on-the-go system, and they're going to, do a bit of cost saving, and by not being able to remove the Joy-Cons, because let's face it, not everybody wants. If you're using it as just a portable system, you don't want to fucking take the Joy-Cons off.
I used it on the TV precisely once. I never use it on the TV. I always use it handheld.
So I think they're going to be listening to the consumer base, and as soon as that 3DS does die, I think they're going to offer a stronger portable system that's cheaper without a dock, and it's just going to be a little bit sleeker by not having Joy-Cons that remove. So that's my prediction. I don't think it's going to happen this year. I think maybe next year we'll hear that kind of more portable targeted bundle revealed next E3. I think it's still too soon. I think this E3 at most, Switch-wise, I think we might, if they bother announcing it, because it may not be a big deal, but we might see some slight hardware revisions, and that's it. But I don't think it's going to get announced. I think it'll just be something that happens with the Switch.
That's a very Nintendo thing to do, to just go, here's the thing.
I mean, all the things that need to happen to the Switch, it's nothing that's like exciting. It's just things that need to happen. So I can't see Nintendo announcing it. We're not going to get like a new Switch Pro or new or anything like that. I think that'll be next year. I think they're going to unveil a couple new Switch bundles.
That's a fair prediction.
It. Yeah.
Prediction that I have then, if any. I don't have a prediction. I just know what I want to see. I want to see the PS4 do some really good things. Funny that, because I just bought one. I want to see more from Spider-Man. I want to see that backwards compatibility rumor. I'd love that to be true. I'd like to see a bit more from Beyond Good and Evil 2. I'd like a bit more info on the Pokemon thing. I'd like maybe a bit more sort of detail on the spin-off of Go. It's the Pokemon Let's Go one. I'd like to see a bit more info on that. And other than that, I'd like EA to... What?
Metroid Prime. Let's see that.
Metroid Prime, yes. I would also like EA to stop being dicks, but I know full well that that's not going to happen. So, on that note then, that was our E3 predictions. And I think at an hour and 43 minutes, it's time to wrap up the show. That brings us to the end of another episode of the GameCast NewsCast. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, consider liking, subscribing, and sharing our channel, and joining us in our Discord as well, where you can join in some chat with both us and members of our lovely little community that we are growing. And I would like to thank my guests for joining me. Thank you very much, Alex.
Thank you. You're welcome.
And thank you very much, Sully, as well.
You are welcome anytime, sir. I like to jump on, but unfortunately, due to time zones, it is not always feasible.
Well, you've had both the times you've come on, Max has been unavailable. Maybe you're just a curse.
I'll take that.
And Alex, I hope you enjoyed your first time in this utter shambles of a show.
Yeah.
How's your cherry hole feeling? Pretty good.
I am not publicly going to express what my cherry hole is feeling.
Whenever you have to say something that's too heavy, you just replace it with Tucker.
Tucker?
I don't know if you guys heard that on the Pocket Edition. I was like, Max, how much sexual innuendo does our server have? As a warning for potential members. And he's like, all I'm going to say is Tucker.
That's fair. That is fair. Oh dear.
Oh my god.
What are we? What is this server? What is this? Anyway. So, again, thank you both very much for joining me. Thank you, listeners, for listening. And we will see you probably after E3 at this point. But stay tuned to us for news, reviews, Let's Plays, podcasts, and our E3 streams.
Yay.
And yes, that's goodbye from me, and goodbye from my guests.
Ciao.
Bye.